What is going on, everyone? We are back, and I already know what this episode is going to consist of. I already know what I said. I said it yesterday that if the Lakers do not beat the Sacramento Kings by more than 20 points, your boy was going to come on here. And honestly, embarrassing. Let's just flat out say it. That was embarrassing. The fact that the Lakers went out there and had a game like that against the Sacramento Kings, a team who just got in the double digits in the winning column. They got their 10th win against the Los Angeles Lakers. And remind you, the Kings were coming off of a second night of a back-to-back. Yes, they beat the Houston Rockets. But the fact that the Lakers went out there and played a game like that against the Sacramento Kings, hey, there are some deep, deep issues with this Lakers team. We're going to talk about all of that. Some more trade talks. We got Rich Paul over here trying to make trades for the Lakers. I mean, there's just a lot of distractions that are going on amongst the Lakers. But before we do any of that, you already know I have to talk about the beautiful Pechanga Resort Casino. And you can play a perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, the official Native American resort and casino of the Los Angeles Lakers. Skip the traffic. Head on over to Pechanga Resort Casino just off the I-15 in Temecula. Visit pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for reservations and for more information. First and foremost, the fact that the Lakers gave up 124 points to the Sacramento Kings. 124 points. Damn, you're letting them get inside the paint whenever they want. To remind you, the Kings are one of the worst teams when it comes to field goal percentage. They do not shoot the ball well, and that has been a testament to what their team is. But, of course, any team that plays against the Los Angeles Lakers, they're going to shoot well. Why? Because the Lakers fail to guard a three-point line. The Lakers fail to keep guys in front. The Lakers fail to get back in transition defense. How many times are we going to see the same thing over and over and over again with this Lakers team? They should be embarrassed. They have every right to be embarrassed to losing to a team like that. But you know what? I have to keep on reminding myself. I have to keep on reminding you guys. They had that same type of performance against New Orleans Pelicans the other night. And they barely got by that game. You fast forward, and it doesn't shock me that they went out there and lost a game like this in this fashion. Remember, when the Lakers lose, that's been the storyline of their season. When the Lakers lose, and they lose by more than double digits, they lose by 20 plus. I mean, of course, they got garbage time buckets towards the end. Bronny James had his 2 3-pointers. Woo, they cut the lead down. But that doesn't tell the real story of this game. This is not a good basketball team. This is not a good basketball team. Luka Doncic, 42 points. Cool. LeBron James, 22 points. Very efficient game. Do you know Deondre Ayton, 13 points? Good. The rest of the guys. Jake LaRavia, 2 points in 31 minutes. Marcus Smart, 1 point in 31 minutes. Next guy after that, Jackson Hayes, who I keep on saying has been playing well in the minutes that he has been getting for J.J. Redick. But there's no other guy that was in double digits for this Lakers team. There was a graphic that was literally posted on the screen that they took a picture of. Luka Doncic, 42 points, and you see the rest of the guys in single digits. The bench can't provide any help for Luka or LeBron James. I know Rui Hachimura suited up. He wasn't fully ready to go. As you can see, the ramp-up process is still going to be ongoing with him. Who knows? We may see him play tonight against Atlanta Hawks. Who knows? But the fact that that's where we're at right now with this Lakers team, they gotten by with a lot of easy games, a lot of games that we all said they should be winning. There's a guy right there. Shout out to my guys, Parker Bell and Graham Metzger and all the social guys working in the back. Look at this. Look at this right here. I mean, this is mind-blowing. Vanderbilt 0, Connect 3, Vincent 3, Jackson Hayes 5, and Luka Doncic 40. What more can you expect? How much more is Luka? What is he going to be doing? How much more can Luka Doncic do with the lineup that's thrown out there like that? I know they're missing other scoring, which is Austin Reeves, the other guy that can get buckets, the other guy that can get to the basket, other guys that can get to the free throw line, provide a different type of scoring for the Lakers. But again, you didn't run into the Rockets, the Timberwolves, the Spurs, the Thunder, the Nuggets. No, 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 no. You went against the Sacramento Kings, who are 10 and 30. 10 and 30. And you lost like that. How many times we're going to see a wide open look from Malik Monk? 7 for 9 from Malik Monk, former Laker. DeMar DeRozan, how many times we're going to see him get to his bread and butter, the mid-range spot, without any resistance, without any fight? This team does not take any pride on that end of the floor, and it's hard to watch. Everything has to be scoring, getting to the free throw line. But we don't focus enough on, they don't take pride on that other end of the floor. And that is going to be an issue for the rest of this season. It's crazy. It is, I just can't bring it all in that they really went out there and played a game like that against the Sacramento Kings. Credit to the Kings. They came out there and they played hard right from the jump. If the Lakers want to be serious at all, and I'm still on the belief, do not make any moves. Wait until the offseason. But as of right now, if they want to be competitive at all, and I know Luka Doncic, I know we've been having enough sayings that, you know what, this is going to be a gap year. Let's just fill it out. Let's see if this team can compete in the Western Conference. Let's see how this roster is constructed. Let's see how far they can make it, because we know we got the timeline with Luka Doncic. It's hard because you got a superstar like that. And you got LeBron James, who is playing at one of the best at his age. And you just look at the way the rest of the roster is constructed, there is no way that this team can compete at all in the Western Conference, and let alone even get past the first round. This can be another story. Lakers finish top 5 in the Western Conference, they get bounced out in the first round because just the way the roster is constructed. There's no defenders. There's no athleticism. There's no young guys. Lakers are in a big hole right now, and I don't know how they're going to be able to correct this issue with very limited resources. A lot of guys in expiring contracts. A lot of teams are not going to be willing to buy in to those expiring contracts. So the Lakers have little room to make any move possibly in this trade deadline. We already know that there's a lot of names linked to the Lakers, but realistically, can that one player make a real jump for this Lakers team? Possibly not. I know we're waiting on Austin Reeves to get back. He's going to be probably out for the rest of this month due to that calf strain. Where are they going to get the other scoring from? Where are they going to get the bench production? Probably not going to see it. This is a story, and this is who they are. This is who they are. And I apologize. I apologize to all you guys for even putting that out there, that the Lakers should be beating this Sacramento Kings team by more than 20. And you know what the worst part is? Is that this is the first game out of, they play 5 games in 7 days. They got the Atlanta Hawks tonight, Atlanta Hawks team, who, yes, they traded away Trae Young, but let me tell you something. They have played a lot better without Trae Young in that lineup. That team is going to come out there and they're going to play hard through the rising guy, Jalen Johnson. They got young, athletic guys on that team. They got defenders. They got guys that get in the passing lane. This is going to be a very physical game. Don't be surprised if the Lakers get bumped throughout every single offensive play they try to draw up. Don't be surprised if the Lakers go out there and run the same damn thing. If they can't play defense, they're not going to win any single game. I love it how people just try to say, hey, if we have Luka Doncic just scoring and Austin Reeves just scoring, we should be all right. No, you have to play defense. There's no question. You have to play defense. And I'm sorry, this roster is a flaw. The moment we saw these signings, was it really like, this is going to be the team that can probably make some noise in the West? No. There was no big splash to be like, yep, this is going to be it. This can be a chance to at least compete for a title. No, we have to be realistic with ourselves. And you can just see the disconnect with this team. You see it along LeBron James. I've seen that picture of him looking down the bench and looking at Deondre Ayton. I'm like, damn. LeBron said he wants to try to compete for a championship. He wants to play for a championship level contending team. I'm sorry, LeBron. This might not be the team right now. Luka Doncic, I know he likes to play and only compete for championships. This is not the team for you, man. You have to put up 40 points just to try to even make the game close against the Sacramento Kings team. That's just who they are, man. That is just who they are. It's crazy because we always sit there and talk about the step back threes of Luka Doncic. We talk about how LeBron James can sometimes keep the ball too long in his hands. Wherever you guys want to make the case and make the point, we talk about Austin Reeves' defense, but we just got to look at it as a whole. This team is just not built for championship level expectations. You hear JJ Redick's post-game presser and what he's talking about. Lakers have 3 straight losses. Keep that in mind. And he's going there and like, yep, we just got to keep shooting the ball. We just got to – that was his mannerisms. We just got to keep shooting the ball. We allowed a team who literally shoots worse than us when it comes to field goal percentage, and they got any bucket they want. And, that's just a testament to our team is we don't shoot the ball well. And now we're going to drop from 28th to 29th in overall defense efficiency. That is JJ Redick's mannerisms. He knows that this roster just can't get the job done. So enough with that. The Lakers got the Lakers play against Atlanta Hawks tonight. Got to move past it. Got to move forward. This next game up. You're at home. Second night of back-to-back. I'm pretty sure LeBron James is not going to play because like he said, he's 41 years old. Don't expect him to always play in back-to-backs. So he's probably going to be without LeBron James. So see Rui Hachimura can go. But this can be another – don't be surprised. Lakers come out there flat-footed. The Atlanta Hawks come out there. They play hard. That young athleticism just goes out there and exposes the Lakers in the little things that the Lakers can't control. There's been a lot of other interesting things that's centered around the Lakers. Okay, I was reading you guys off a lot of names in regards to trade rumors. Now we got Rich Paul talking about the Lakers should try to move on from Austin Reeves. They should try to make a trade for Grizzlies superstar Jaren Jackson Jr. And look, as much as I love Jaren Jackson Jr., he makes a lot of money. A lot of money. The Lakers, even if they would try to even get Jaren Jackson Jr., who else you going to include in that trade with Austin Reeves, Rich Paul? And first and foremost, why is he over here trying to be the trade machine for the Lakers? That's already a distraction enough. We've seen reports all throughout this morning as far as him going out there on his podcast and doing all these different trade rumors and all these different things the Lakers should do to center around, to move on and try to be a championship contending team. That's not going to – it doesn't work like that. First and foremost, the Grizzlies already came out with a statement that they want to build around Jaren Jackson Jr. So why would the Grizzlies want to get in the market with Austin Reeves, who could potentially walk? Does that make any sense? As much as I would love to pair Jaren Jackson Jr. alongside Luka Doncic because Jaren Jackson Jr. protects the rim, Jaren Jackson Jr. has a lot of offensive skill sets that can help this Lakers team out. Yes, does he have games where he's always in foul trouble? Yes. Those are games where his rebounding production is pretty low? Yes. But he does provide a lot of things that could be necessary for a Lakers team to build around Luka Doncic. Because we always try to say the Lakers should try to do what the Mavericks did for Luka Doncic. Young, or not young, the Mavericks weren't young, but they had athletic guys. Remember, Derrick Jones Jr., they had PJ Washington. They had 2 bigs that can rotate in and out. Daniel Gafford, Derek Lively. What do when you see the Mavericks? They pick and roll game. There's lobs going left and right because they roll hard to the basket, and they were really, really good at protecting the rim. That is why they had a lot of success around Luka Doncic. If you want to get the most out of Luka, you got to build a team around that can play defense. And I know I'm assuming that Rob Pelinka knows that. I'm assuming JJ Redick knows that because what we see out there with this current Lakers team, they're getting exposed every single play. You can't go out there and try to outscore teams. So Rich Paul doing that, yes, could it cause a distraction between the Lakers and inside the organization and in the locker room, it probably is. Why are you trying to go out here and make trade machine and try to do all these different trades and try to say, let's get Jaren Jackson Jr. for Austin Reeves? The Lakers should entertain that. First and foremost, it just doesn't work like that. So let's relax on that. I'm pretty sure the Grizzlies not even trying to move on from Jaren Jackson Jr. So I want to talk more about these trade rumors. You got the game tonight against the Atlanta Hawks. Right after that, my partners at Pachanga will give you guys a quick word.
At Pachanga Resort Casino, you can rock and roll, sip and slide, twist and shout. Play your perfect combination at Pachanga Resort Casino, official Indian gaming sponsor of the Lakers.
Lakers lost last night to the Sacramento Kings, 124-112. The Sacramento Kings are literally 10-30 in overall record. That's what the Lakers came out there last night in Sacramento. And I just don't get your hopes up for this season. It looked really good early on when they were stacking up wins and we're going out there saying that they need to go, the games they should be winning. Now it's to the point is, hey, let's see what version of Lakers we're going to get tonight. I was out there saying the Lakers that stretch where the Clippers are struggling, the Mavericks are struggling, and they won all those games throughout that week. And I said, yeah, the Lakers should win those games. They should be stacking up their wins. They should be trying to get those wins and stay up top of the Western Conference. Now it's to the point where you see the energy and effort against the Pelicans. You see the energy and effort against the Sacramento Kings. I'm not going to be saying that Lakers should be winning those games. Now it is, can they compete? Can they defend? Can they rebound? Can they get back in transition defense? That's where we are at right now with the Lakers. The trade deadline is less than a couple weeks away, February 5th. And I don't think the Lakers are going to make a move that is going to significantly enhance this team. I'm going to stand by it. The Lakers should not do anything. Just wait it out. Ride the rest of the season. Ride the rest of the season. If you guys feel like there's a move the Lakers could make, go ahead, put it in the YouTube chat. Tweet at me at DCashMoney01. Tweet at ESPN Los Angeles. If you think there's a move the Lakers can do that can significantly enhance this team to compete for a championship, then you let all of us know. But right now, with the way this roster is constructed, I do not see it whatsoever. So there's another name I want to talk about. And this is per, I saw this on Lakers Daily, per Jake L. Fisher. And we know the Warriors and how Jonathan Kuminga has been with the Golden State Warriors, and him and Steve Kerr don't really have that great a relationship. We see him in and out of the starting lineup. He was on a long holdout this summer because they were trying to get the right contract for Jonathan Kuminga. And does he have the skill sets and does he have the athleticism the Lakers do and could use? Oh, absolutely. Jonathan Kuminga is a guy that can jump out the gym. Jonathan Kuminga is a guy who has a high motor. There's one thing about Jonathan Kuminga, though, that just wouldn't make sense. The ball needs to be in his hands a lot. He doesn't really do a good job of moving without the basketball. Jonathan Kuminga can get himself in his own way, meaning he feels like he needs to demand the ball a lot. And you see the way the Warriors have been throughout these past couple of years. It always was in the hands of Stephen Curry, and at the time when Klay Thompson was on the team, and then the other guy, Draymond Green. You see how that Warriors construction was. And then you try to see the difference of this Warriors team when obviously the seasons go on, guys go on, and they move on. And Jonathan Kuminga was supposed to be the rising guy, a young guy, athletic. Just has not panned out that well in the Steve Kerr system. And I just don't think you should trade for, don't do anything. Don't do anything. Can Jonathan Kuminga, can he defend a little bit? Yes. He does play hard. I'll tell you that right now. He provides a lot more effort than what this Lakers bench production is. But he's a guy that's going to want to start. He's a guy that's going to want the ball in his hands. And is he going to be a good fit alongside Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves when he's more considering having the ball in his hands? So I just got a notification right now. The Lakers are signing Kobe Buffkin to a 10-day contract per Shams. Cool. That's going to help. But anyways, this is what the focus is right now. This is where we're at. Any single thing to try to find to possibly help the Lakers out, it's not going to work, man. It is not going to work. Jonathan Kuminga, alongside Luka Doncic, I would love him as far as getting down transition and running, bringing a different type of tempo to this Lakers team. but it's not eye popping to me. It's not something that I would even remotely try to get picks away. I mean, this is where we're at. Lakers are signing Kobe Buckton to a 10-day contract. That is where we're at. They're trying to find any single guy who is ready to go. And I mean, that is just where we are at with this Lakers team. There's another one. I forgot to send it to my guys that I want to talk about. We know the Lakers have always been centered around another guy, Andrew Wiggins. We know that last year when the Lakers were desperately needed a wing guy, a guy who can space the floor a little bit, but also can defend, switch 1 through 5. We always got to keep that in mind. That is JJ Redick's system. He wants guys that can be able to rotate to a big man, kind of keep that, front the post. And then if they got a big guy on a guard, which I still to this day do not agree with. I'm tired of seeing DeAndre Ayton out there guarding guys in the perimeter. That does not work. This 1 through 5 switching, I get it. That's how NBA is. A lot of guys do that. A lot of teams do that. That's the way the defense is constructed. But Andrew Wiggins was a guy the Lakers were linked to last year. Didn't work out because the Miami Heat, you want to get into that market, you better best believe you better give the best offer possible to even have them even listening to a phone call. Because a lot of teams are seeing what the Lakers were able to acquire with Luka Doncic last year. You think they want to get into a business like that easy? No. Hell no. Andrew Wiggins is another name that's linked to the Lakers. And Andrew Wiggins, great defender. Can good little mid range, likes to get to a spot in the mid range. Also, has good athleticism. Doesn't seem right. What the Lakers need is a clean reset. A clean reset. Build a team around Luka Doncic. Get younger, get more athletic, get rim protectors. But let's also realize that the Lakers need 3-point shooting. The Lakers have not been a great 3-point shooting team for these past couple seasons. It's so crazy to me that it's been like this every single season. Lakers can't shoot the 3-ball, they can't defend, they can't rebound, and they only play it one way. They can't run in transition like that. The most exciting Lakers team was, of course, that Western Conference Finals team, and it hasn't been that way since. They got a lot of work to do because there's a lot of flaws in this roster. A lot of flaws. And I can't fathom this. This is the work that Rob Pelinka was at it. This is the cards that the Lakers shown. They were always so desperate to make a move at the trade deadline, and now you put yourself in a hole. I know people say that, well, when LeBron James gets off the books, everything's going to clear up. Not necessarily. I know they got a lot of aspiring contracts, but Gabe, Rui, we'll see what happens, in Austin Reeves. But they're going to have so much wiggle room to build a team around Luka Doncic because of the salary cap. So Lakers put themselves in a hole. The draft picks, have they been a hit? We've seen the production level of Dalton Connect. He can't even get into a trade request because of his production and his value that's gotten down so low. So this is where we're at, and we have to be realistic. It looked really good in the beginning of the season. I was riding the wave alongside with you guys. I really was. But then as the season was going on, the flaws of the Lakers team got exposed even more. This is who the Lakers are at, and this is how they are. They're losing games like that in double digits to the Sacramento Kings. Realistic expectations. And we got to be real with ourselves. So, as always, I like to bring my guys in. My guys Parker Bell, my guys Graham Metzger. I know they got a lot of stuff in regards to Lakers Twitter, social media world, wherever the case is. I want to try to bring my guys in. If they have anything, my guys, do you guys got anything in the Lakers realm or anything NBA related? What we got?
Actually, we should be good. What's up, man? How we doing? Hopping here in the chat. Hey, listen, we're trying to gather all the intel we have, but it's been tough. Nobody's really thinking about NBA and Lakers at the moment with the, of course, Mike Tomlin news that just dropped. So
that's right, huh? I got the
we're
notification
scrambling
too. I know you're hurting a little bit over there, man.
It's you know me. Here we go till the day we die. But at the same time, got to keep moving forward. Changes need to be made in that organization, just as changes need to be made with the Lakers. So I'm trying to monitor this chat here, see what's going on. I'm hearing a lot of Westbrook love after yesterday's performance. But in terms of all the trade talk, Deondre, I mean, everybody, and I think not just us back here, but everybody in the chat agrees. There's just nothing you can do. We agree with your take. At this point, the marginal moves, are they really going to make you a deep contender? Most likely not. So how do you approach that mentally? I think that's what we need to look at on Lakers Talk Daily the next couple weeks, is just like, how do you approach this team when it comes to, you can almost call it a gap year, with Luka just putting up MVP numbers and just hoping that he goes out there and does his thing?
I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, Parker. Tell me if I'm wrong. The fact that we have to keep on relying on a 40 ball for Luka Doncic just to remotely stay into games, that's a problem, man.
Not just any game, but against teams like the Pelicans, teams like, I'm assuming if he runs against the Hawks, it's bottom level teams you're barely hanging in there against. And the way that the Lakers stats really line up this year, when it comes to, like, sure, they have clutch wins and they do beat bad teams, but now it's starting to regress and they're actually starting to lose to these bad teams. Those numbers are catching up to them. And you mentioned at the beginning of this episode, Deondre, this could be a really, really ugly stretch. Just as like the Clippers started to get hot, the complete opposite. It's almost like these two teams flipped the script in terms of finding their groove, and the Lakers did the exact opposite. They lost their groove.
You brought that up, man. I kind of want to touch on that, and I would love to get your thoughts on this, because just a little back and forth would be good here. But Graham brought it up to my attention when the Lakers had when we did the first Lakers Talk Daily live, and the Lakers stretch these next couple weeks. It is not easy. It is not easy at all, and it could be to the point where we could be realistically looking at the Lakers falling pretty low in the Western Conference standings this week. Okay, could they beat Atlanta? Yes, but the fact that I'm saying could, normally I say they should beat Atlanta, but that's where we're at right now, because there's no they're telling what Lakers team you're going to get. But the Hawks, the Hornets, and then you got the Trailblazers, and then you got the Raptors. But 5 games in 7 days, it's not easy. And then you go in and you just keep on looking. Going to Denver. And like you mentioned, Parker, the Clippers, they're playing better basketball. They started off slow, but Kawhi Leonard is starting to put up numbers. The team is starting to find a rhythm. Ty Lue's got them in the right spot. The Clippers, they're never going to count themselves out, because they feel like they can make that jump into the play-in and potentially give a team a run in the Western Conference playoffs. But you just keep on looking. And it just gets more difficult throughout the stretch. So am I wrong to believe that if the Lakers do not figure it out, they can potentially fall into possibly 6th seed or play-in conversations?
You are not wrong at all by any stretch of the imagination. You look at just trends. The NBA is a game of runs, as we always say, not just within the game, but also in the long term. Lakers 4-6 in their last 10, Clippers 8-2. I mean, it's just a testament to how certain teams are figuring it out right now. And I get it. You're still 23-14. That's a better spot to be in than teams such as some of that you mentioned, the Grizzlies, the Trailblazers, and whatnot. But I mean, looking forward, it's dim. The light is pretty dim in terms of, if they don't get this bleep together, like right now, you are correct. They won't just drop to the 6. I mean, they'll be in that like 8 to 10 range, because once it gets in that play-in area, it's a gauntlet. Lakers have lived in that area for the last 6 years now. At this point, they could be right there again. And I mean, JJ, man, if he has to deal with that again, I fear for his health. I fear for his health.
He is this close. I'm telling you guys right now, he is this close. He is about to explode. I'm ready to see it, because it's just giving this little ounce just for him to explode. And I see everyone. I got a tweet that just popped up that the Lakers are better with Austin Reeves. Yes, they are, because he provides a different type of scoring. He provides a different type of look. He provides a different type of coverages that the teams have to take in consideration. But he has flaws too. He can't defend. So that bleeds into what the Lakers' real problem is. We never questioned that Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves can fill up the stat sheet when it comes to scoring. Can they defend? And that has been the true testament of this team. So, yeah, the fact that that's where we're at with this Lakers team, I mean, there's flaws. I mean, the highlight of last night was legit the tops patch for LeBron James. And I really hope, I'm going to try my best to even get one, because who knows what the value of that could be in the future. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to try to see what the what the buying market for that is.
Could be the last, patch we see on a Lakers jersey when it comes to LeBron. It
Exactly.
really is starting to feel that way, Deondre. And I'll just leave you, the guys in the back here, we'll just leave you with this one thing. I mean, when you look at this squad and JJ blowing up, you saw it going into this season. You obviously, ball knower, talked about it plenty of times with the guys like Sedano and, maybe not Ireland because we know where that stands. But when you talk with some of these guys around the league, you knew what you were going to get. And here we are. We're reaping the, I guess, not so benefits of this case when it comes to Ayton, who's just, again, regressing, kind of finding a means to where he usually is at. We're finding things like Marcus Smart, just not necessarily the POA, point of attack defender that we thought he would be. Age, injuries are playing a toll on him. And again, Vanderbilt still can't score. So all these names we talked about prior this season, and some of the guys we thought would step up just certainly haven't. So, Luka, in 77 we trust, I guess.
Exactly. That's where we're at right now. As always, I really do appreciate you guys tuning in. Lakers got the Atlanta Hawks tonight. Atlanta Hawks team, a new look Hawks team without Trae Young. They got a rising star in Jalen Johnson. They got a couple other core guys on that team. Let's see how the Lakers come out. Because I'll tell you right now, if they come out flat-footed like they did against the Kings, the Atlanta Hawks are going to do even more damage to this Lakers team. As always, for myself, my guys Parker Bell, Grant Metzger, my guys in the back in the social media room, I will be talking to you guys tomorrow. As always, we out.